Tom tiddly bom rum ba dum ba dum. Now, where was it he said I was supposed to be going this morning? Oh, yes. Oh, I remember. Oh, hello there, Grace Kids, and welcome to another Sunday morning. In my opinion, the very best day of the week. Do you agree? Of course you do. Now, I realise I'm not usually with you on a Sunday morning, but our usual presenter has had to take the day off. He didn't exactly say why, but I suspect he's out shopping for a new bow tie. Or at least that's what I like to do on my day off. Well, anyway, he's left it to me to tell you about what we have lined up for you this Sunday. In fact, what do we have lined up today? I can't quite remember. Oh, dear. The old memory's going, you know. Hang on a minute. I think there are some notes around here. Let's have a look. Look over here. No. Oh, no. Oh, there's the cat. No. Here we go. Yes. Right. First, this morning, we have a brand new gallery of artwork to share with you. Now, it says in the notes that these pictures were coloured and decorated by some very talented local artists. How exciting! Well, I hope you enjoy them. Let's have a look at them together now.
God made the earth and filled it full with seas and trees and animals, and then He made a man. But Adam, he was incomplete, so God gave him a helper, Eve, to carry out His plan. This happy husband and his wife, they showed the world what God is like until they disobeyed. And even though they lost it all, we still see fingerprints of God in everyone He makes. We are the image of the God of all the world. He made us boy, He made us girl. Different pieces of the puzzle joined together perfectly. We are just the way God wanted us to be. We're shades of brown, we're short and tall, but God Himself designed us all unique so we could see. He wants each one to play a part, to show the world the Father's heart, to have a family. We are the image of the God of all the world. He made us boy, He made us girl. Different pieces of the puzzle joined together perfectly. We are just the way God wanted us to be.
There you are. You came back. Good. Do you know what? I've just been reading through these notes of mine, and I've realised that these very talented local artists are none other than all of you at home. Who would have thought it? Not that you don't look very talented, of course, but I just hadn't realised that so many of you enjoy creating such wonderful art each week. And I see you've been decorating the catechism questions too. Well done, everybody, on continuing to learn those questions and answers. I did enjoy the one with Stanley the dog this week. Did you see that one? Oh, he looks like a fellow who enjoys an afternoon nap nearly as much as I do. Well, anyway, still to come on Grace Kids this morning, we have one of my favourite stories in all of the Bible, the parable of the prodigal son. My good friends, Ben and Jose, will be introducing that one to us in a little bit. We have a new song called Convinced, and the words of this song are taken straight out of Paul's letter to the Romans, chapter 8. And there are a brand new set of activities for us to do, including a Spot the Difference, for which I'm going to have to find my reading glasses if I'm going to spot all of the differences. Anyway, find those in a moment. We have a word search, a picture of our Bible story, and a new memory verse to colour in and decorate, which won't be hard for you, will it? Because you're all such wonderful artists. This week's memory verse is from Joshua 1 verse 9. And I must say, it's an excellent verse for those amongst us who are adventurers, who like to depend on God for his protection wherever our travels may take us. Well, that's enough of me talking. I expect you're looking forward to singing and listening to the Bible story and creating more amazing works of art. What a busy bunch you are. Without further ado then, and with a quick toodle pip from me, I shall leave you to enjoy the rest of the show. Toodle pip, everyone. Bye-bye.
Romans 8:38 and 39.
For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. Will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, no, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. Will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. Will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. Will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. For I am convinced
Hey Ben, what are you doing?
Well, Jose, I've gotten so fed up of being here that I want to run away.
Wait, what? Why?
Well, I've been really fed up with being bossed around by Miss Cindy. She tells us when to get up, when to go to bed, when to eat lunch, when we can have screen time, when we can go out, and basically everything else. Wouldn't it be so much nicer just to live on your own with no rules, no responsibilities? It would be so much fun. And so I'm going to run away and live on my own.
Okay Ben, but before you go, you should probably listen to today's story. It might just change your mind.
The Jesus Storybook Bible, written by Sally Lloyd Jones and illustrated by Jago. Running away. Jesus told this story about a boy who ran away. Once upon a time there was a boy and his dad. Now one day the boy gets to thinking, maybe if I didn't have my dad around telling me what's good for me all the time, I'd be happier. He's spoiling my fun, he thinks. Does my dad really want me to be happy? Does my dad really love me? The son never thought of that before, but suddenly he doesn't know anymore. So the son goes to his father and says, "Dad, I'm better off without you. I can look after myself. Just give me my share of your money." His father is sad, but he won't force his boy to stay, so he gives his son what he wants. The son takes the money and goes on a long, long journey to a far-off country. And everything's wonderful and perfect for a while. He can go wherever he wants, do whatever he wants, be whoever he wants. He is the boss. He's free. Sometimes he gets a strange, hungry, homesick feeling inside his heart, but then he just eats more or drinks more or buys more clothes or goes to more parties until it goes away. But soon his money runs out, and so do his friends. He ends up getting the only job he can find, feeding pigs. One day he's so hungry and so desperate he even tries some piggy food. "What am I doing?" he says suddenly, as if he'd woken from a nightmare. He spits, yuck, all of it, ick, out of his mouth. My father is rich, and here I am, in a pigsty, eating piggy food. He wipes his mouth and dusts himself off. I'm going home. As he starts for home, though, he begins to worry. Dad won't love me anymore. I've been too bad. He won't want me for his son anymore. So he practices his I'm sorry speech. All this time, what he doesn't know is that day after day his dad has been standing on his porch, straining his eyes, looking into the distance, waiting for his son to come home. He just can't stop loving him. He longs for the sound of his boy's voice. He can't be happy until he gets him back. The son is still a long way off, but his dad sees him coming. Well, what will the dad do? Fold his arms and frown? Shout, "That'll teach you, and just you wait, young man." No, that's not how this story goes. The dad leaps off the porch, races down the hill, through the gap in the hedge, up the road. Before his son can even begin his I'm sorry speech, his dad runs to him, throws his arms around him, and can't stop kissing him. "Let's have a party," his dad shouts. "My boy's home. He ran away, I lost him, but now I have him back." Jesus told them God is like the dad who couldn't stop loving his boy, and people are like the son who said, "Does my dad really want me to be happy?" Jesus told people this story to show them what God is like, and to show people what they are like, so they could know, however far they ran, however well they hid, however lost they were, it wouldn't matter. Because God's children could never run too far or be too lost for God to find them.
You see, Ben, just like you, this young man thought that he would be better off on his own. He thought that if he left his father and all his father's rules, he would be happier. But in the end, he found that he wasn't happier.
Yes, I see that. Then, when the boy runs out of money, he has to start eating pig food. And then he realises that he was wrong and that he needed to return home.
And did you notice the father's reaction when he returned home? He wasn't angry. He didn't turn the boy away. Instead, he welcomed him home.
Yes, the story says that he waited for his son to return home. And then, when he did, he threw a party to celebrate his return.
Yeah, and this story means something for us too. Notice, the father in the story represents God, and we represent the son. We think our lives would be so much better without him, and so we go on our own way. But as the son realised, every time we leave God, we run ourselves into trouble. But God, being like the loving father to his child, does not turn us away. He, like the Father, welcomes us back into his arms. What a gracious God we have, who loves and forgives us every time we aren't faithful to him.
Yes, I'm so grateful for that. And now that I think about it, I don't really want to leave. I'll probably just get myself into a mess. Actually, I should probably go thank Miss Cindy for all she does and how much she cares for me.
I think that's a good idea, Ben. See you later, kids. Bye.
Bye.